On this week's show, Game of Thrones and Catan mashup, secret square found under Avebury stones, and the Port of Peril is to set sail in August. Hello and welcome to the Fantasy News Show from the Bottled Imp. My name is Ken Boyter and this is your weekly fix of fantasy goodness. First up, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2 plot details are revealed including, that doesn't even make sense, including Dumbledore's past relationships. So there's going to be a few spoilers, so if you don't want to know exactly all of this and you kind of just steer clear of social media, I guess, fast forward this little bit now. Well, anyway, there we go. So, here we go. Digital Spy report. As he promised he would, Grindelwald has made a dramatic escape and has been gathering more followers to his cause, elevating wizards above all non-magical beings. Ooh, naughty. The only one who might be able to stop him is the wizard he once called his dearest friend, Albus Dumbledore. And Dumbledore will need the help, though, of the wizard who thwarted him once before, his former student, Newt Scamander. I'm rubbish at names, so if there's Harry Potter fans out there, I do apologise. The Fantastic Beasts franchise has been confirmed to be a 5-movie deal, with Jude Law set to play the younger version of Dumbledore. And joining the cast already, it's Johnny Depp, as in Jude Law's joining the cast of Johnny Depp, who is playing the legendary wizard's nemesis Grindelwald. Fantasy Flight Games have announced there's a new game set in the bountiful world of Westeros. A Game of Thrones Catan, Brotherhood of the Watch, will be a standalone game of resource gathering and trading that is familiar to those that know the classic Game of Catan, but will offer many differences inspired and adapted from George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire series. The Brothers of the Night Watch seek a new leader from amongst their ranks. Mormont wishes to promote one who can improve the infrastructure of the gift, the bountiful and undeveloped area south of the wall bestowed to the Watch by the Starks thousands of years ago. Of course, the most important duty of the Night's Watch is to defend the people of Westeros from the feral wildlings that dwell beyond the wall. The wildlings clans consist of regular climbers and giants that gather and move southward toward the wall once revealed. Players must hire guards and earn their loyalty by giving them goods in return for their protection. The protection of the wall must be delicately balanced with the gathering resources and establishment of settlements, and in familiar fashion, the first player to 10 victory points wins. However, the game has two forms of possible victory. If the wildlings breach the wall 3 times, the game ends immediately and the player commanding the most guards holds their posts at the wall wins. No precise release date has yet been confirmed, but it is set to go on sale on the 4th quarter of this year. I'm super excited about that, by the way. Archaeologists find Avebury stone circle contains hidden square. Radar technology has detected an inner stone structure thought to commemorate Neolithic building dating to 3500 BC to a focal point for Neolithic community. A mysterious square formation has been discovered within the Neolithic stone circle monument in Avebury in England, rewriting the narrative of one of the wonders of the prehistoric world. Archaeologists believe that the hidden stones discovered using radar technology were once of the earliest structures at the site and may have been commemorated a Neolithic building dating around about 3500 BC. Previously, archaeologists had speculated that the vast stone outer circle, which at 330 metres in diameter, I'll say that word again, diameter, I'm rubbish, it's been a long weekend, it's the largest in Europe, and it has been built from the outside inwards. The latest work, however, suggests that a lowly wooden building that may have served as a focal point of the Neolithic community seeded the monument, with a consecutive series of stone structures springing up around it over hundreds of years. Mark Gillings, the archaeologist at the University of Leicester who led the work, told the Guardian newspaper, Our working interpretation is that the house is the first thing, it falls into ruin, but they're still remembering and respecting it. They put the square around it about 3000 BC and then the circles. It's like ripples on a pond coming out from the house. So that's pretty exciting news. You can read more about that amazing discovery at the University of Leicester's website. So just go to there, although you can click on the link. Any links that I mentioned will be in the description, and this one is a long link, but it will be there if you want to go and check that out. The new Fighting Fantasy game book from Ian Livingstone has an August release. The Port of Peril is a brand new addition to the multi-million copy selling Fighting Fantasy series where you are the hero. You must travel all over Alasania. That's not right, it sounded Italian. Alasaya. Anyway, there's a world where you must travel around. And it's from the old haunts of Darkwood Forest to Port Blacksand on a dangerous quest. Obviously, quests are normally dangerous. What starts as a treasure hunt soon takes a darker turn with the potential return of the most terrifying foe from the original books, Zanbar Bone. An increasingly dark horizon is coming. Absolutely love these game books. For those of you that don't know, they are books that you read, but they're also games because you get to decide what happens next. A lot of the time you'll get a decision. Should you open the treasure chest? Should you go down a certain passageway? Should you attack the goblin, etc, etc? And whichever you decide will then continue the story. Loved them as kids. They're beautifully done. The illustrations are fantastic. Scholastic have picked these up and they're reprinting them with totally brand new covers. Plus there is this brand new book that has been written by one of the original creators of the book, Ian Livingstone. I did have the pleasure of meeting him at UK Games, and what a lovely fellow he is too. You can find out more about that in Fighting Fantasy, well, more about the book anyway, Fighting Fantasy book series by visiting www.fightingfantasy.com, and the release date is the 3rd of August for the new book. The Two Rivers convention in Manchester has had to postpone its event dates. In a statement on social media, the event organiser Ian Clark stated, in light of certain changes behind the scenes, it is with a heavy heart that I announce that the con was scheduled for this September, has now been postponed. A new venue with new dates are to be announced in due course. He's saying that it's not sad news. He said it allows him to get a new team put in place to make it an even better con for the fans. For those of you that have already purchased tickets already, they are of course transferable to the new dates and the new venue. He also wanted to make sure that if you had any concerns or any questions about all of this, that you should contact him via email at chair_the_2_rivers@outlook.com, and again I'll put that link in. The convention is to celebrate all things Wheel of Time, which is the book series written by legendary American fantasy author Robert Jordan. And if you'd like to keep up to date with what's going on there, with the new venues and the dates, etc., you can go to their Facebook page, which is facebook.com/the2riverscon. And again, we'll put the link into the description. MCM are hosting one of the biggest pop culture conventions in Manchester. If you love all things pop culture, then get yourself up to Manchester, or down to Manchester, or across to Manchester, however you want to get there. Because it's going to be a weekend full of geeky fun, there's going to be various activities happening, including the Comic Village, Cosplay and Masquerade, the Steampunk Emporium, the Kids Zone, talks and Q&As, and there's going to be numerous special guests from TV and films and comics and that kind of thing. They include Manu Bennett from The Arrow, The Hobbit, Spartacus, Kay Owen, Torchwood, and all the following are from Class, apart from the last one. But Greg Austin, Vivian Orphan, Sophie Hopkins, they're all from Class. And Lou Ferrigno, if that's how you pronounce his name. Sorry, Lou, yeah. He's the original Hulk from the TV show back in the 80s that Julie and I both used to watch. Not together, because we didn't know each other then. Anyway, he's going to be there as well. That, for me, would be the highlight. In fact, when I was a kid, I actually, I got a green marker, permanent marker, and then I wanted to be the Hulk. So I actually did the whole marker thing with all green all over my body. And what I didn't realise, I was probably about 8 years old, it was permanent. So for the next month, I had green. I had to go to school, I had to go everywhere with all this green marker all over my body. It was amazing. I loved it. I don't think other people did. Certainly my mum didn't. Anyway, I digress. If you want to find out more about the event, not about me Tipexing, I wish I should have a Tipex, shouldn't I? You can visit mcmcomiccon.com/Manchester to find out more details and to book your tickets. Kickstarter, Saga World Builder are modular tiles for tabletop and D&D games alike. The system consists of a large number of double-sided modular maps, tiles, and features hundreds of environmental objects, magic items, weapons, decorations, and equipment. Saga map tiles are wet and dry ease compatible, or erase compatible I should say, super durable, laminated on both sides and reinforced for extra weight and durability. Their other features include hand-painted illustrations to fit every style. The objects are printed on adhesive film which sticks to shining surfaces without glue and can be easily removed. Works with any kind of marker, wet, dry, permanent and non-permanent. Tiles don't slide around the table, we've already said that. And it allows for a wide variety of terrain, dungeons and miniatures. The basic box includes 100 map tiles, 160 objects, 2 inventories for players to keep track of their items. Plus they have 3 other packages to pledge for that has ever-increasing stuff in each package. The system does look amazing. I've just played at the weekend some D&D, I was a bit of a DM. And I thought, yeah, it'd be really cool to put out maps as they progress through the quest or through the dungeon or through the wood. You just put a certain amount of that map as they actually reveal it. Looks fantastic. They have unlocked lots of stretch goals as well. It's absolutely smashed its target, but you better be quick as it finishes tomorrow, which is on the 13th of July. Triplock is an abstract game of skill and memory set in New London from Chip Theory Games. Triplock is a quick playing game for ages 12 plus, takes 10 to 15 minutes to play and is for 1 to 2 players, designed by Joss and Adam Carlson. In this abstract game, players have to solve locks faster than their opponents. It's as simple as that. You can play 1 versus 1 against another lock breaker, or take the station to a series of 4 solo challenges as you begin to unravel the mysteries of New London. You can play the vanilla rules for a completely level playing field, or you can take on the role of one of 4 unique persons to add new strategic depth to each game that you play. The artwork does look stunning in this, and they've lots of examples of all the illustrations, plus there's full details of the reviews, and they have lots of stretch goals as well. They've also smashed their target, but again, you better be quick with this one if you want to back it, because it finishes again tomorrow on the 13th of July. Gravity Dice are making Dragon Forged Polyhedral 7 dice set and LED dice vaults. Basically dice and a fancy case. Gravity Dice have designed this to be precise as possible in the manufacturing, and also to create more random and completely unique dice rolls. They claim that each angle, corner and chamfer, don't know what that is, was analysed and reconfigured during weeks of testing. That's what they claim, with a precision of less than 100 microns and engineered to enhance your random roll mechanics. These PMMA dice are simply amazing. That's from the campaign. Obviously I can't guarantee if they're amazing because I've not seen them yet. They do look pretty good though. PMMA, also called acrylic glass, is a high surface hardness, meaning that it's very scratch resistant. It's also easily machined, easily cleaned and lightweight. It's also fully recyclable, but you probably wouldn't want to recycle your dice. Each set of polyhedral dice includes 7 dice. It's the normal D20, D12, D10, D8, D6, D4, and with 5 different colours to choose from, which is red, smoke, blue, teal and purple. They do look pretty cool. They also have a light up dragon cases, or vaults as they call them, and they've got a solid colour with translucent dice to match, and they will come with the little white LEDs, little lights, and replaceable batteries, so it lights up. So basically it looks pretty cool on your mantelpiece. Each case is 6.25 inches high and 1.25 inches in diameter. They've reached their target and the campaign finished on the 1st of August. Bottled Imp news. This Friday's fantasy show, we're going to take a look at the 2016 Walt Disney film Pete's Dragon. There was a 70s version, but we're not looking at that one. That was a musical. Not that that's a bad thing, but I was curious to know do they need to remake all of their old classic films? Anyway, join me on Friday to find out, but that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to keep it unreal, especially if you've got a dragon named Elliot. Aww.